What's happening with SOUN stocks? As we can see, the stock continues to rise with increasing volume. We'll definitely look at the volatility, including the volatility smile and the skewness volatility. Let's also examine the 3D volatility for some interesting signals, and we'll delve into the options chain to fully understand the situation with this stock as detailed as possible. Let's start from the very beginning. Over the last month, the stock has risen by 400%. That's a lot. Then, NVIDIA invested in this company and the stock surged significantly. We observe a substantial increase in trading volumes and volatility. Let's take a look at the volatility right away. The company's volatility ranges from 126% to 190%. We can see that the closest strikes, where these expirations occur, have very high volatility. This is crucial information because volatility is the basis for analysis. We can build a very interesting strategy based on this and see where the price might go next. Let's look at the volatility smile. Actually, there's no smile here, it's mostly a straight line. That is, we see that volatility increases towards the closest strikes, but on more distant strikes, volatility remains flat or decreases. There's a significant increase in volatility towards the put side. This is also something to pay close attention to when crafting a strategy. Let's examine the historical and implied volatility. As we can see, historical volatility is higher than implied volatility. This presents an opportunity because if volatility reverts to its historical levels, we can profit from it. Let's also look at the options volume. We can observe that call options have the highest volume concentrated around the $10, $9, and $8 level. Put options volume is concentrated at the $10 and $7 levels. I also want to draw your attention to the fact that the main volumes are concentrated on the nearest expiration dates, namely March 22nd and March 28th. This isn't a very good sign because the closer the strikes, the closer the expiration dates, the higher the volatility for this company. Let's review this stock. During the IPO, the stock was priced around $16. Then there was a significant drop, almost by 90%, and now it's rebounding. Again, one might question if this rise is due to a short squeeze or gamma squeeze. I wouldn't say so because if giants like NVIDIA invest, it's quite plausible that the company will continue to grow and has good prospects. The question for buyers now remains open. I remind you that I can't predict price movements. I have no idea where the price will go, but based on the options, we can make some assumptions about what might happen next. But most importantly, it's about prudent position management and portfolio management. You need to ensure that regardless of where the stock goes, you're making profits. Furthermore, if you believe in the company's prospects and think it will continue to grow, theoretically, it doesn't matter at what price you buy it because if the company develops strongly, its price will inevitably be much higher. However, I also acknowledge the possibility of a correction. Perhaps we might see a drop to $6 or $5. However, once again, if you believe in the prospect of this company, then it's very good because the lower the price falls, the cheaper you can buy a quality asset. Furthermore, if you believe, but according to what NVIDIA invests in this company, then of course it adds confidence. Let's look at the 3D volatility. It's very rare when they show this information. I'm showing it to you specifically so that you can say, we have a pit in volatility just like on the nearest strike. This will help us develop a sound strategy. Everything becomes clear to a professional here immediately. I have developed a small strategy through pricing as we see that wherever the stock goes, we always make money. Again, in some moments you can earn quite decently. You see the stock is falling, we make $4,000, the stock is rising, we make $3,000. But again, I remind you, never repeat trades after me. I personally will not open such a position. Everything is done and purely for demonstration purposes. You will definitely lose money if you open such a position. This position requires management in sound management because here, uncovered calls are sold, and I do not recommend doing this. Here, it is necessary to buy and sell soundly, hedge prices. If you have any questions, write to me by email. I will definitely help you develop a sound strategy for your risk profile. Let's get back to this stock. There were very large volumes and I also expect some correction in the near future. But this will be a good time to buy stocks if, again, you believe in it. I'll honestly tell you, I don't have any shares in my portfolio yet, but again, in the future, I may consider buying it. Here, it will just be necessary to analyze it more soundly, what potential it has. For now, I'm not getting involved with it. While this stock has already grown well, I also advise you to watch this video. Here, the stocks have not yet grown. The 5 most talked about stocks at the moment have a very large profit potential.